Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on second down, Griffith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Throwing on first down. Griffith. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This pass out wide to Hall. Finding space at the 40. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Off play action. Griffith. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun. Griffith under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Griffith. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the line.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. These two teams all tied after one. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Griffith. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
He wanted to find his receiver there, but a little too much air on the throw for them to connect in the end zone.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Griffith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Rosa's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Completes this one to Thornton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Griffith. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Back to throw. Griffith. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Chris Rumpf in on the stop.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hall again on second down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Here's the option going right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. He's going to keep this again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense getting the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Hooker. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn...
Ball has it knocked loose
and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
Touchdown, Chargers! An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
First down, right back to Hall. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks it up.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Running the jet sweep, Thornton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
And this will be caught at the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, allowed the deep ball behind them.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Ball again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Griffin. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Corey Davis, 30 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 24.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's complete to Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Thornton. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He's back to throw. And that's complete to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be Incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Chargers,
They get their 6th win.